36-year-old Lindsay Clancy is currently on trial for the murders of her three children, Cora, Callan, and Dawson. She strangled her 5-year-old, 3-year-old, and 8-month-old children in their home in Massachusetts in January of 2023. I apologize, I am Canadian and I have a really hard time saying that state. Her defense team has pled not guilty by reason of insanity, claiming that Clancy was suffering from a mental break from severe postpartum psychosis. But the prosecution says she planned everything. Now, the internet has exploded with conspiracy theories claiming that Lindsay was framed by her husband, Patrick Clancy, and that he is actually the killer. But Clancy's legal team has not disputed that she strangled her three children to death with exercise bands, instead arguing that she should not be held criminally responsible. Forensic psychiatrist Dr. Philip Resnick testified that Lindsay Clancy was suffering from severe postpartum psychosis and experienced a command hallucination that convinced her she needed to take the lives of the children in order to keep them safe. He compared the case to that of Andrea Yates, who was found not guilty by reason of insanity after drowning her 5 children in 2001. Yates was suffering from severe postpartum psychosis. A hospital chaplain also testified that Lindsay expressed relief that her children were now safe in heaven. But a psychiatrist who testified for the prosecution's rebuttal claimed that though Lindsay was suffering from major depressive disorder and severe anxiety, she did not have psychosis at the time of the murders. But multiple family members, including Lindsay Clancy's mother and mother-in-law, which would be Patrick Clancy's mother, testified that Lindsay had reached out to them in the weeks prior to the tragedy, stating that she was not feeling well mentally. She also told them that she had thoughts of harming the children. Those are all severe warning signs for postpartum depression. Not the same as postpartum psychosis, which that can and has in very, very rare cases led to. So all these people online talking about, oh, it's not normal to think about hurting your children. Obviously it's not. And that's why these things should be taken very, very seriously. And they should have been taken way more seriously in Lindsay's case. But the defense team has drawn attention to the failures in the medical system, as well as 13 different antipsychotic medications possibly being a contributing factor. The fact that they just threw medications at her, and as somebody who has suffered with severe depression and has had intrusive thoughts myself, obviously I don't have children, so I can't speak as to postpartum. I know women that have experienced postpartum. However, getting back to my point, I have taken medications and there has been some serious side effects from those medications. Doctors will tell you that. Now, it is believed that Patrick Clancy may have been having an affair with his new wife, who was living in New York at the time that he was taking a lot of business trips to New York. Whether or not that's true, it doesn't make Patrick Clancy a murderer, but it does make him a piece of shit. You knew your wife was suffering mentally. She had 3 children, so if he really was taking business trips, but he was actually out there messing around with this new woman, yeah, that's pretty disgusting. We don't know if that's true. It's just a theory, but it does seem a little suspicious. Another thing that irks me is that he was doing marathons and raising money for postpartum depression while his wife was being neglected at home. And y'all can sit there and say that he was home, he was working from home, blah, blah, blah. You don't know what emotional neglect is like, especially as a new mother. Again, I haven't experienced that myself, but someone extremely close to me has, so I think I can speak on their behalf. A lot of people also think that it is a little sus that Patrick Clancy got married within a year of all of this happening and had a new baby. Personally, I think that he may have just been trying to move on from this whole situation. A lot of people are forgetting that Patrick Clancy is standing by Lindsay and has stood by Lindsay since the day that this tragedy happened. Now, the internet, especially TikTok, is saying that they believe that Patrick Clancy is the real killer and was the voice that was actually inside Lindsay's head. Although I don't agree with this, there are a few reasons why people think this. Only Patrick Clancy's DNA was found on the exercise bands that were used to strangle the 3 babies. And it appeared that he may have changed his shoes while he was out picking up food and medicine for Cora. The internet will literally pick anything apart. Now, Patrick Clancy's DNA was probably found on the exercise bands because he attempted to render aid to the children. Now, I'll admit I haven't been able to watch every second of the trial. I've been catching up as much as I can and doing research relevant to the videos that I am going to be covering the case in. I do have a full-time job, but if y'all want to see more videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. But I do believe that Lindsay is the one that murdered the children. She is not denying that she murdered the children. Her defense team is not denying that she murdered the children. It's just a question of, was she sane at the time? Did she truly experience a psychotic break? It can happen. It has happened. It's happened in cases with schizophrenia. Does this excuse the murder of 3 innocent children? Absolutely not. And should Lindsay Clancy pay for what she's done? Absolutely. Whether that be in prison or whether that be in a mental hospital, she's not going to get out of this scot-free, and she absolutely should not. But a lot of people believe that this was premeditated. She had allegedly made Google searches on how to unalive herself. She had sent Patrick out of the house to get food and to get some medicine for Cora. There's also a lot of crazy theories going on why Cora may have had UTIs. Guys, we need to be really, really careful on the accusations that you're putting out there. Don't just come online and spew off theories because you have a camera and you can. So many people believe that Lindsay Clancy planned everything, that she is a cold-blooded killer, that she did not have postpartum depression or psychosis at all. Is it possible that Lindsay Clancy was struggling mentally, but also may have found out that Patrick may have been having an affair and decided to hurt him in the most horrific way? Only Lindsay Clancy knows this, but it's not going to be up to me. It's not going to be up to you. It's not going to be up to any of the conspiracy theorists on TikTok, anybody in the comments. It's going to be up to the 12 jurors. And regardless, remember who the real victims are. The real victims are Callan, Cora, and Dawson. And Patrick Clancy, he lost everything that day. He lost his family. He lost his wife and his 3 babies. His 3 babies are never coming back. And I think that you guys need to remember that. This is real life stuff. Quit clickbaiting, quit rage baiting, cover your content, have your opinions. But remember, at the end of the day, this is real people. These were real children that are forever gone. But that's where I'm going to leave it today. I want to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you guys think? You guys know I always love to hear everything you have to say. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video today. If you're new here and you do enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss updates on this case as well as videos just like this one. And if you did like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up as it's a free way to support the channel. I hope you guys take care of yourselves and we'll see you in my next video.